Hey everybody, you're listening to episode 45 of the two5 cast. I'm your host Mike. The little burps and coughs you hear is Kamden.
Hi. Hi. Just kidding. Sorry.
How you doing, dude?
I'm like pretty decent, actually.
We can almost promise that this podcast will be 100% vent free because we just fucking blew it out of our system, or at least I did. I just killed everything that was like burning up inside me.
Yeah, it was probably spent like an hour, it feels like. Maybe
Yeah.
not even like 40 minutes at least of just venting, but
We had our own special episode of the Vent Cast.
I don't mind. And like I don't know, Mike, I love you, man. And you're always like, I'm sorry. But don't be. And I told him
I'm sorry.
that's you.
Only at
Mattress Giant.
there you go.
Ooh. You're welcome, y'all.
I'm not gonna write down Mattress Giant. Nobody's going to YouTube and searching Mattress Giant.
The company's long dead.
Yeah.
Unless somebody like me searches a commercial.
Some fucking giant headstone now.
But
Their final resting place. They don't need a mattress for that.
there's some company out there, I don't know what it is, that gives mattresses to your dogs if you buy a mattress.
I know
Have you
there's.
seen that post on Tumblr?
Yeah, I know there's like a Japanese company that makes like cat furniture. It's like a couch that a cat can just be fucking mine, bitch.
I think there's a local company that does that too.
Oh, cute.
I think the other company is just like the one that's on Tumblr, the post that's about is not like a Missouri
I'm
company,
a fan
but
of this.
there's a local company who I think also does that.
Oh, neat.
But anyway, side comment still, back to your thing is when you say sorry, I told you sorry. I told you it's genuinely
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
All right.
Because Mike and I see each other once a week now.
It's sad. It's sad. It hurts me.
Yeah, and
But we do this for like a good reason. I feel like it's actually kind of revitalized my interest in podcasting because it's like, fuck yeah, it's Sunday. I'm gonna hang out with Kamden.
yeah,
He's
now
gonna say no to my mom's delicious dinner. It wasn't her dinner. It was just like her dinner for her birthday. You're like,
yeah, I know.
I gotta go see my drunk dad.
Which I can confirm
was
my
drunk.
dad was drunk.
Was dad.
Was drunk. Was dad.
Yeah,
Is
50%.
drunk. Was dad.
50% drunk. 50% dad.
1% hot air.
Hot air. Yep. Thank you, dude.
So yeah, I know. But my mom asked, she was like, "What are you doing on Sunday?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna record with Mike." She's like, "Oh yeah, you're doing."
I mean, jerkin and gherkin.
I did twice today.
God damn it. That's not. We had a masturbation episode. Let's lay off of it.
Or
Lay on it.
Mm.
No. Let's talk about Bofa.
Oh shit! Both of these nuts.
No, Battle of Azeroth.
Sorry, I was paused for a second because I think I hit the mic, and it shook, and it made me very shocked. Yeah, I actually got that joke from some twins when I was in high school.
Anyway, I'm talking about Warcraft now.
Go for it.
Oh, don't you love the winter? Ugh. Anyway, yeah, I showed when Cam came over. The first thing I did was show him all the fucking BlizzCon stuff, which was super dope, and new stuff for what?
You better write BlizzCon down.
No, I'll remember. I wrote down Warcraft.
You'll remember?
I'll remember.
All right.
And
I will check those tags.
okay, no, you won't.
I will. You
No, you
fucking
won't?
you challenged me. Now I
All
have
right,
to do it.
dude. Let's count how many times I'm like, hey, text me when you get home, you precious little boy, and then you're like, I'm gonna go to sleep. Night. He gonna wait.
That's like whenever you're like, hey, forget to text me those pictures of me and my mom.
Yeah.
Because I took a picture of him and his mom, and it was like a week later.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I texted him the picture.
Maybe longer, if we're being for real.
I think only a week on that one,
All
but it
right.
was definitely longer on the selfie you sent me.
Okay. Anyway, so the new expansion for WoW. I'm super excited for it. I'm back on my bullshit, dude. I've fucking
Back on your bullshit.
Yeah, I've resubbed on WoW, and I've just been playing, and it's been fun leveling a rogue.
Cool.
Yeah, not a whole lot to say about it, just that I'm fucking excited.
When you like deactivate, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Sure.
Your WoW account.
Unsubscribe.
Yep, thank you. Your WoW account, and you let's say reinstate, and you reinstate.
Resubscribe.
Reinstate. Resubstate.
When I remortgage my WoW, like what? What are you saying?
What I'm trying to ask
When
is,
I go to fucking Jeff Kaplan and Chris Metzen, and I just say, whip them out, boys, and I just get going.
Like, okay, what I'm trying to ask is,
Uh-huh.
when you when you get back on WoW,
When you get back on your bullshit.
is all your old information still there? Or do you have to start completely fresh?
No, yeah, it's my account. So basically, I have my account, and to play, I can play for free up to level 20.
Oh,
And going past that, I would have to. And there's like certain things I can't do. Like I can't. I think there's like, I don't know, whatever it may be. There is like a free portion of WoW.
yeah,
If
sure.
I wanted to play the in-game stuff or go past level 20, I would have, or play my characters that are above level 20, I would have to subscribe, which is basically $15 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I go on and off it. I had to fight real fucking hard the time I left before Las Vegas because I really wanted to play. But the thing is, that was a really dumb idea because I was literally about to leave for a vacation for a week, so I would have wasted a whole week of my subscribe time.
Yep.
And I really had to fight myself on that. My impulse was just like fucking wild that day. But no, like, I don't know. I used to raid really hardcore in WoW back when I was in high school. And I just don't have that drive. And I could probably like carve out a bit of time to do that. I could just be like, yo, workman, I need this time off. And I already kind of do that for D&D, but like I could find time. I could find
Sure.
I could find a guild that raids at like 9 o'clock or at 10 o'clock and raids late or something. And
Or get up extra early.
yeah, sure. No, that's not happening. But sure. And but it's just not there. That passion is not there. What I go to WoW for is role playing,
Yeah.
because I have a lot of characters that I role play as, and I don't know. I love the setting. I love there's going to be allied races, which are something that people have really wanted for a long time.
Yeah, I saw that on the little trailer bit. I didn't quite understand that, but sure.
So for a long time, people have asked for variants to races. They've always wanted high elves instead of blood elves, and like dark iron dwarves instead of iron forged dwarves, and broken instead of draenei, and just like different variants of the existing races. Because there's like brown orcs, and the only ones you can pick from are the green ones. And there's these like ashy, fire bearded dwarves. The only ones you can pick one are the like flesh color skins one.
Sure.
And I think like it sucks because I think there's other MMOs who do a better job of catering to the crowd that role play. That
Are you gonna dish or no?
I mean, like, Final Fantasy does a really good job. They're all about like the clothing and the like you get fucking naked in that game. Not completely, but like there's stuff you can do. You can have last names in that game, and I don't know how the setting is for WildStar. I think Guild Wars also has like a RP scene, but like WoW would do better in my eyes if it paid more attention to the character side of it. And
Sure.
One of the questions that was asked during BlizzCon is like, do you guys have any plans for dye in the game? And that's like to dye your armor. And they said, no, not currently. And that kind of bums me out because it's like,
So essentially, people want more like customization features.
yes, absolutely.
That's, to me, in any game, the ability to customize a character is like not always, but like one of the most important things, if given that option. It's like, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if you're gonna do like the bare minimum, be like for like I guess I'm gonna say a reason or whatever. So like a game like, oh, that's Mike's phone, y'all.
Listen, I'm a busy boy. People
Mr.
want to talk to
Popular.
me. Yeah.
Um,
Hey, you're just jealous over there. Sorry.
I mean, when we did on our like a little vent thing, I checked my phone several times and I had no messages. Like right now, I have no message. I just looked at my phone. But yeah, so I mean, if you're gonna if you're gonna do like customization like that, and you're gonna do like the bare minimum, do it for everything, like
Mhm.
across the board. So I haven't played World of Warcraft. I've played some EverQuest back in my day, but I feel like what I have seen of World of Warcraft, there's like maybe like greater customizations for one thing and not as much for like another thing. Which fuck
Nice.
me. Yep. And maybe I'm wrong in that kind of sense.
It's hard
Or
to
like,
say. I really don't know.
and I
You're
can't think of
saying
anything
you're
off the top of my
saying
head.
two things, like this thing and that thing, and you're not giving me enough nouns to work off of. But
Sure, because I don't know
like,
enough nouns.
sure, here's my biggest fucking gripe with WoW right now. There's no dark skin. There's none.
Yeah.
The darkest you can get
We
is
actually had a
like
conversation
tan.
about that.
And the fucking they recently announced Alexstrasza, which is one of the dragon aspects for Heroes of the Storm. They fucking whitewashed her. Like she's not like she's whiter. Like you know what I mean?
Yikes.
Like compared to what she is in game, and she should be this like dark skinned elf, and she's lighter. And like they gave her pants, so she's not wearing this fucking thong anymore, and she's like not rail thin. So it's like cool to see those things, but like she should have darker skin. Like it's just simple as that. And it fucking sucks to see that like the Hero of the Storm art department just takes every source material they can get their hands on for whenever they're making a character in their game. And they give it a little flavor, their own little twist on
Do you
it.
think they like look up fan art and pull from fan art? Like our
Who's-
department of
No, because
whatever.
they probably have like fucking gigabytes of concept art for that character, like original stuff.
I could see that. Yeah.
And official, like there'd be no point.
Like Moira.
They don't need to plagiarize. uh anyway,
We'll get there.
yeah. But I don't know. Again, I still am very much so excited. I am gonna play World of Warcraft BOFA, and
You waited.
what else? What else am I supposed to do, huh?
I appreciate
They
that.
did this to themselves. They only like saved it a little bit by not calling it Battle of Azeroth.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people talking about how, and I kind of came to this conclusion too on my own, that it's like a play on words because Azeroth is the planet and Azeroth has a titan or a world soul inside of it, which is
Sure.
how titans come to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a living being, so it's a battle for this person, for
Yeah.
her. And like one of the thing, like I guess something happens at the end of Legion where Azeroth is like hurt, is wounded because you're collecting this material that is known as like Blood of Azeroth. It's like Azra or something, Azerite, and it's just like really powerful
Sure.
MacGuffin. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited. Next thing that happened,
Yeah.
Overwatch, they busted out their fucking big Reinhardt cock and gave us a little. Well, this was like later in the what's next for Overwatch, and there's a new map, Blizzard Land. It could use some work, but anyway,
I was like,
it's cute.
okay.
I like my favorite was Snaxoramus.
Nexoramus.
Snaxoramus. It's the
Snaxoramus.
Naxxramas is a undead floating citadel for the lich known as Kel'Thuzad. Right? Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny.
Kel'Thuzad? Whatever. Anyway, they named it Snaxxramas, where I guess is like the concession place. And the first thing I did on Tumblr was like named a bunch of like fucking Diablo and Warcraft and Starcraft themed like food
foods.
that'd be there. And it was like let's see if I can remember them. It was Cow King Burger, because there's a cow level in Diablo 2 where you kill a bunch of crazy cows.
Sure.
There was the Ragnaros lava cookie. Ragnaros is the elemental lord of fire. My favorite. Oh, the Murloc surf and turf.
Murloc surf and turf. I
Yep.
like that
And then my favorite was probably Zergling eggs over Sergeant Hammy.
High five, Mike, for that
Yeah,
one.
that
was a
one-
good one.
That one's a good one.
It's a
And I was like,
Great A
I was
one.
like thinking real fucking hard on like I gotta have a StarCraft food, and Sergeant Hammer is like a siege tank commander. She's pilots a siege
Sure.
thing, and I was like, that's fucking perfect.
That's going.
The other one was like Lich King Cooler, which was like a drink, and I was like, whatever. Then they announced the new character, Moira, which someone posted a really funny comic of. There's already a Blizzard character named Moira, and she's a dwarf from Warcraft, and the comic was Reaper sitting at a desk and with like Widowmaker behind him, or Widowmaker or Sombra, and Reaper's like, I think there was a mistake, and it's just Moira, this buff fucking dwarf. She's just sitting there, just like like what do you mean?
Did you reblog it or whatever?
I did. It's on my Tumblr.
I'll have to look your Tumblr. That's funny.
She's cool. She's based off of David Bowie.
Is that like canon or no?
No, they just there's similarities.
It's
that
heavily
strong
implied.
Jaw,
It's heavily implied.
the strong jaw, the hair,
the fucking eye thing.
the eye thing, like and like they're coming out with a skin for it. Like it's all right.
Let's acknowledge this.
Yeah,
straight out the gate.
And then I'm sure there was something announced for StarCraft. It wasn't like a huge cinematic for it. It's StarCraft 2 is gonna be free. If you own StarCraft 2 already, you'll get the second expansion. It sucks because I own the second expansion, so I was waiting for it to be like, and if you own the second, you get the third. I was gonna lose my shit, but nope, that didn't happen.
Fuck you.
Fuck me, indeed. No, it's okay. I will probably end up paying for that. No big announcement for Diablo, which I was kind of bummed out. I was hoping for the Druid from Diablo 2 to be added, or the like a Diablo 2 remake to be announced. That would have been really cool. What is the other thing I showed you? The Hearthstone.
Yeah.
There's a new expansion for that. It looks fun. It bums me out because like I want to get back into it, but it takes so much fucking money to keep up with that game, dude. It really does. And I'm multiple expansions behind, which is fine because they have they cycle out old expansions. So if I were to just play in the standard set, I could just like, I think it's like the base set plus the last 4 updates they've had.
Yeah, okay.
And I could play like without spending a ton of money. I would probably just pick a deck, be like, I'm gonna play Rogue, and what's the best Rogue deck, and then just try to get that deck and just play with that.
Sure.
But like, I don't know, man. I really liked Hearthstone, and then I just burnt out. I just didn't have the money to keep up.
Do you feel like you burn out on games like quickly, or?
Yeah, because I fucking hyperfixate, and then I piece the fuck out. I rip cord, parachute out of there. No, I do. Really, I do. I played a ton of Overwatch, then I just stopped playing it. I go through waves. Like, I go in and out of all the Blizzard games. Like, I played a fuck ton of Heroes of the Storm, a shitload of Overwatch, and I spent so much of my life playing Warcraft, and I've also not thought about those games for multiple months to even a year. Like, I had been WoW free for almost like 2 years at one point, and yeah.
Huh. There's no camera, but I had a shocked look on my face.
Yeah, I can verify. But, like, I go in and out, and I think Blizzard does a really good job of letting people come back in when they want to. Like, they do promotions to be like, oh, here's an event, play 5 games, and you get something cool. And I'll usually play that. It worries me about Hearthstone, because that's the one game where, like, Overwatch, you can take or leave their loot boxes. If you don't want to pay any loot boxes, you don't really have to. It's the biggest drive for me is to get the skins. So, like, I kind of want to pay. I want to pay to get them.
Yeah.
But Hearthstone, there's been times. Oh, excuse me, a little burpy. There's been times where I'm just like, I could have a really cool deck, but I'd have to spend $40 to get all these packs.
Jesus.
And like it's not cheap, and you can get packs for free. You get gold, and then there's also like play 5 games, get a free pack, and there's stuff like that. And I got decent at it. I was able to think like laterally with my deck. Like, okay, I have this hand and I have this many cards left, and I know the cards that are left in the deck are these, and I'm trying to get this win condition, and they're trying to get theirs, and I'm like figuring out the puzzle, and that was like the really fun part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and to do that though, I need the right cards for the right deck, and it just loses me. It's like I think about it, think about it, and then I'm just like, yeah, but if I wanted to play it, I had to spend like fucking upwards to $80 maybe.
Yeah.
Which I'm like okay with. Like I want to support the games I like, but not that much.
Yeah.
I will say, if I do play again, I had a deck I fucking loved. It was called Purple Malagos, and it was named that because it was the person who made it. His name is Purple. He won a tournament with it, and the biggest card in it, the legendary, is called Malagos.
Yeah.
And basically, there's like a bunch of wind conditions where you play Malagos, and then every card spell attack is like doubled. So you just Malagos and you Chaos Bolt, and then fucking Shadow Flame, and then you do like 15 points of damage, and you take them from like, oh, I'm okay at 12 to nothing in one turn. It's really fun.
Shit.
But I don't know. I'm really dominating this episode, but
No, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. Hope y'all don't care either. I mean,
there was one more thing. Oh, the new expansion. I didn't even talk about it. Kobolds and Catacombs, which is it really wanted me to play because I got so deep into D&D, and I was just like, the moment they start talking about it, and I'm just like, you motherfuckers. Because they're talking about, like, you get in your party together, and you go off on an adventure. It's like, this sounds like fucking D&D. You fucking shitters.
fucker and shitters. Somebody once told me, if you see somebody that has a good idea, just steal it.
Yeah. That's why
that's how business works.
That's why we are starting Game Grumps 2. This time it's personal.
Game Grumps 2. This is pretty cool.
I'm gonna be Donnie Avidan. It's D-O-N, not Dan.
And I'll be Aaron Hansel.
Nice. We need to get a boss
named Kent.
I met like Ross. His name is Boss.
Oh, when you said boss, I thought of their boss, like their manager.
I'm an idiot. It's okay.
No, I am. It's okay.
Yeah, I think the other thing was Heroes of the Storm, and I already talked about that. I talked about them fucking whitewashing, whatever.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we talked about this on a podcast. Sorry, I'm going back to that. The whole like whitewashing thing.
Yeah.
And when people were trying to like fight on Tumblr about, should dark-skinned elves or whatever exist, and I think someone was just like, hey, listen, sometimes people just want to play games and have like put themselves in that world,
right?
And for me, I feel like if I ever get into World of Warcraft, that's what it would be. Even though I am a white person, say I wasn't, I just want to dick around. I just want to pretend like I'm somebody else. I don't want to like.
Sure.
I'm not. I don't know. For you, you're like, this is my character,
or
characters. And this is who I'm making, and this is like their whole story.
Yeah, this is their backstory.
Typically, whenever I'm making games, I like to just make myself.
It's an avatar to you.
Yeah.
It's less of a character and more of like you, and like this is me in this fantasy world, right?
Yeah, like that's like the new the newest Story of Seasons game. Friggin' shift to Harvest Moon. Ooh, so enthralling.
Before you do, the last announcement I totally forgot
yes.
was World of Warcraft Classic, and I'm incredibly excited for that.
What is that?
Talk about Harvest Moon, and then
I was
we'll
just
bring it
gonna
back.
make the side comment of
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about this game is like there's just so much customization. There's just so many cool features, and like they've kind of implemented, like in the past, like you can change your character a lot, and there's so many different hairstyles and color options, and you can wear like the female styles air quote, as like a male character and vice versa.
Right.
And you can pick so many colors. And it's also the same thing with the outfits, but you can also do it with your house. Like there's a lot of I was looking up on Fogu.com for any like Harvest Moon
Oh yeah,
info you want to go.
it's like the Wikipedia, right?
Yeah. There's like so many cool customization options for your house after a
Mhm.
certain point, and it's just you can do both internal and external. So it could be, I want like a fucking Western range on the outside, but it's like an Aztec party on the inside.
Oh wow,
It's
that's wild.
yeah, it's kind of cool. But you know, you're right. It's like this is my fantasy. Why can't I put myself in the world that I want to live in?
Sure.
Anyway, go for it.
So World of Warcraft Classic is
Classic.
a vanilla server, and vanilla is just like the base Warcraft. And I am one of those people who really likes vanilla. I like it for what it is. I don't think it's the best version of WoW. I really don't.
Sure.
That game was fucking broken as shit. Like the leveling experience was garbage. It took months to get to
Excuse me.
1 to 58, or not months, but like it took
A lot of hours.
it took a lot of time dedicated to it. It could take months if you only put like an hour a day or something. But
Sure.
anyway, this is how it was so broken. You got to level 58 and you got to like Winter Spring and you ran out of quest. Like that's how fucked it was.
Yeah.
You had to grind the last 2 levels out on your own, and that's like, it really fucking sucked. And there was plenty of things that like were just never explained, and classes were broken in good ways, and classes were broken in bad ways. And I spent so much of my like high school days playing that game, and
I mean, it kind of makes it more challenging than.
sure. And here's the reason why I like it. And here's the reason why I like WoW today. I may have said this already on the podcast, but
Say it
it
again.
was such a challenging endeavor to get a character all the way up to level 60 that in today's like realization of WoW, it does not take that much long at all. You are very powerful in this game. Like that game was very dangerous. You couldn't go very far without outside of your zone without getting killed. And at level 60, you're still really not big shit.
Yeah.
Today, I could be a level 1, wear a bunch of heirloom gear, and have the fucking greatest power fantasy of my life. I am like one-shotting people. I'm like clearing quests like crazy. And I only have that like sick satisfaction within me because I know how difficult it was way back when in vanilla. Like
All these fuckers don't know.
Yeah,
They're
well,
just coming in now.
I mean, like, whatever. There's cata babies. There's fucking mop babies. There's whatever. They're called that because their career was born during that expansion,
Sure.
and it's hard to explain like how dangerous the world was, especially playing on a PvP server. Because like at any given fucking time, you
What
can
does
have
that mean?
player versus player. So you're
Sure.
always flagged for player versus player, except for in a couple areas where it is alliance only, horde only, and then there's contested. So everywhere else
Yeah.
that's not those 2 zones is contested. It's open fucking game. People can sneak out of anywhere and just fucking get you. And I dedicated so much of myself to that I really built an attachment to my character, and I will never forget that character. I will always remember my dwarf hunter name, fucking name withheld because I don't even remember what I was named back then. It's probably something dumb.
I was waiting for it, but
I don't remember. I know I changed it to trick shot at one point. Yeah.
trick shot.
This is before I roleplayed, before I actually had a character. It was an avatar to me. And I love current WoW because I'm able to have that power fantasy, and I love vanilla because it's where I have like just an incredible amount of memories for it. And again, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, vanilla, it's the only way to go. I'm really curious on how they're going to do it. My idea was always that they would have seasons, and it would be like a 6-month season. You would play a character from 1 to 60, and then from at month 6 they would announce they would put the next patch. So like I can't remember what came out first, but like AQ40 came out, and then they would do like Zul'Grub, and then they would add Naxxramas, and then like after 8 months of from beginning to the end, they would have all characters be pushed out into there's a lot of levels to this. So basically, there's in Diablo currently you have your character list, and then you have your season character, and
Sure.
you can only play them for that season. When that season ends, they just go to your normal list of characters, and then when the new season starts, you have to make a new character. It's the way to like keep the cycle going.
Sure.
Like try something new, play
Yeah.
a different, play a monk again. Do what you want to do. A classic WoW would be that sort of version.
If it's like a case of, so this is a really kind of obscure way of me trying to understand, but if you're like so say you make a password that's like dog, right, and you somehow forget that password, and you hit forget password, right, and you're like, oh, I'll make my password dog, and they're like, you must choose a different password than your previous password. Is it like that? Like,
no.
Okay, well,
Imagine,
fuck me.
imagine if you will. I'm gonna use Harvest Moon terms.
Thanks.
Imagine if it was like a collective experience where you had your farm and you played it and whatever. Like maybe you can interact with other people. There were 2 modes. There's just like here's your farm, whatever, or here's your character with a farm. But like every 4 months, they would say like, all right, everybody make a new farm.
Real time or like my time?
Yeah, real time. They would be
Okay.
like, all right, everybody make a new farm and see how far you get. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to get cows this time. I'm not going to get any chickens. And I'm going to make this much money. And then,
Sure.
all right, season's over. How'd everyone do? Cool. All right, in like 2 weeks, we're going to do it again. So it's sort of like that. It just cycles through. It's a way to like keep
I
keep
see,
things
I see, I
going.
see.
That's not exactly how I would have it go, but like just so you would understand.
I understand.
Yeah.
You guys put things in Harvest Moon terms for me to get it.
Just explain everything in cows and chickens to Cam, and you'll get by just fine.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see what they do. And if it's just a normal vanilla server, I'll level a character to 60, and I'll say, that'll do. That'll do. And I'll be happy
That'll
with it.
do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll do. It's a Babe reference.
Yeah, because I was talking about farm animals.
So, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Again, I played EverQuest. Not like a whole lot of it. It was only a little bit with my dad, just because my dad played.
Right.
But my dad actually did play some WoW, like, way back in the day. And I remember sitting down and, like, trying to also play WoW, but I kept getting killed. Because they're like, oh, look at this weak scrub. And I would be like, this is too hard, little baby me. And I'm like, I keep dying. So I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
Because I just
That
kept
sounds
dying.
how Jackie played. Except for Jackie just kept exploring. Jackie didn't care.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, I want to just walk around, but people would just fucking kill me. I'm like, stop. Let me just be.
It's so
Little
funny
fucking 10-year-old me.
because I'd be like, hey, Jackie, you should play WoW. And I got them to play. But then the whole time I was just like, all right, now stop playing so I can play. Don't spit on that microphone, you asshole.
You're right. I take a drink of water and almost spit.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm very BlizzCon's a very special thing for me. It's
Yeah.
I was talking about memories with Vanilla WoW, but like I love watching it. It's a sense of community, and the one time I was able to go, like everyone's just so happy there. They're just so happy to be there, and they are all there because they love Blizzard stuff. They love Warcraft. They love StarCraft. They love Diablo. Like they all have some sort of infatuation with the stuff that these people make, and I just I hear the same thing about like the Sony event. Like there's a PSX where it's all
Sure.
about PlayStation, and people go there and they only go there if they're fucking fans. You don't go to a PlayStation thing if you don't like PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just go there and you just the whole time I was present, I had this sense of community with every fucking stranger I was next to. Like I felt so connected, and this is like really gay of me, like you queer.
It's like at a concert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's like
at
going to a concert,
and there's
but
like
for
that,
video games.
Yeah, and Brendan Urie may just be on a piano platform, and then everyone's singing. There's just like a weird connection, electricity that's just in the air.
There's such a good energy, and I can grab anyone walking into that convention and be like, "What's your favorite game here?" And they'll be like, "I remember playing Warcraft 2 with my dad. We would play fucking 2v2. We'd be in that fucking weird ass forest, and I'd be like, all right, I'm sending all my lumber over to you, Dad." And like, I could be like, "Damn, dude, I fucking know what you feel because I can relate." Like, and I could do that with anyone. Like, oh, I got my start playing Diablo 1 on the PlayStation 1, and I love that game. And ever since then, I started playing Warcraft, and like, everyone there has like a story like that, and I could just feel myself relating to them. And it, I I don't know. I wish I fucking actually connected with them afterwards, but there was people I was like waiting in line with to buy merch, and we were just talking about like, oh, my guild does this, and like I'm the badass who has like some of the fucking like cool shit that you can't get anymore in WoW, or it's like the plagued proto drake and
Sure.
some like neat shit like that. The Amani Warbear, just fucking name dropping over here, and I could talk to
big
him.
shot here.
I could talk to him and be like, "Yeah, we got this druid in the guild, and he's like this," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so funny." I got, like whatever, and I fucking live for those moments, and I want to go back again someday, and I yeah, I don't know, it was a great experience.
Dope.
Yeah,
That was
I'm a fan for life, dude. I know it.
like 2015, right?
I think I went, and it was the year they had stopped. They didn't do it for 1 year or for 2 or 3 years. I don't know, 1 to 3 years, 5 years they stopped. I don't know. And it was the year that they started again, and I think it was 2013 because I was like a little like it's not a cool year. It's not like 2012 where it's even, or 14, or even 2015. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Random number.
Yeah, I was like, but I went to the one where they did it again, and I don't know, that was a cool thing. So
That's neat.
yeah,
I don't know. I've only ever been to one convention. That was STL Anime.
yeah,
That was one time. Yep. It was very okay. I kind of enjoyed myself a little
Yeah.
bit, but I don't know. I mean, do you think there's one game that Blizzard makes that's just not as great as the rest? I guess in your opinion, and then one that you don't like, and then maybe collectively as
uh,
feedback that you've heard.
I feel like the weakest link is StarCraft,
Sure.
because it's a very niche game. It's an RTS, and to be good at it, you need to be very good at a particular set of skills. I Are you
Okay.
making fun of me because I'm Liam Neesoning it over here?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay. I'm glad I was able to get why you laughed. But like, you need a good handle of micro and macro, as far as like controlling your base, controlling your units, and
Sure.
I think the better version of StarCraft is the MOBA experience, which is Heroes of the Storm,
Mm-hmm.
which is using the same engine. I also think that they fucking jumped the shark with the story near the end.
I don't know the story, but
Okay, I won't get into it,
no, it's okay.
but I think that's the weakest link.
Sure.
I'd love to see something come from the StarCraft universe because I still really like it.
Mhm.
I just don't know what though.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't played
Yeah.
any of these.
There's really only 4 pillars. Sorry, I keep forgetting to Overwatch, but there's Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch. So there's everything.
Yeah.
Everything that's not those is based off of those. Hearthstone is based off of Warcraft. Like Heroes of Storm is based off all their properties. So
Yeah. So I mean, I the only one that actually interests me is Overwatch,
yeah,
and I was gonna purchase it, and you advised just waiting until like Black Friday kind of sale, and
yeah.
so I am here waiting. You know.
Oh
Black
man, we
Friday.
should have fucking went to Target together. They have like this buy 2 get 1 free video games, and I'm like, I need a third video game. What do I get?
Fuck.
Because I want to get Odyssey for Mario Odyssey.
Oh.
Yeah, and I want to,
yeah,
and
that
I
looks
I
so
also want to get
good.
Wolfenstein.
Haven't heard of it yet.
Because Nazi killing's a good time.
Gratim.
Gratum, and yeah, I'm like, I don't have a third video game I want though. I really don't want Wolfenstein because I don't want to spend $60 on that. Like Mario, I'm like totally all about, but
Yeah, it looks
I only yeah.
so good. Mario Odyssey looks so good.
There's other games I would rather spend money on. That's the thing for Wolfenstein, but
It's fair.
yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about Odyssey. Man, my impulse was fucking tested this weekend. Not even this weekend, just in general. Just
Yeah.
like I'm like in Target and I'm just like, oh, what do I do? Do I just spend $120 to just get 3 video games? Like, do I just do it? I'm just like looking at this like lady who's pushing her cart
Yeah.
and she's crying because I'm like shaking her baby. Like, do I do it? Do I do it?
And you like grab the end of her cart and just shake
Yeah.
the cart.
I'm not even shaking it. I'm vibrating in such a frequency I don't even realize it. I'm just like like the fucking cart's turning the sand because I'm like I'm sending it through time. That's how.
Jeez.
I don't know. Then I just bought a fuckload of bananas
Bananas by the each.
by the each.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I really wonder who thought of that. Bananas by the each at Target. If you don't believe me, go look.
Go look.
If
It's
you
on
have
the
a Target near
internet.
you. Yeah, like I said, I am just waiting. And then right now, presently.
Also, sorry. Fuck you. You
Go
were
for it.
interrupting me earlier. I was
Mike,
not in this
go for it.
episode, but we
go
were
ahead.
off the
Just, okay,
off the
just
mic.
go.
All right.
It's good.
I need to be saving money for other people because it's that time in which I do that. So I can't just be the selfish dick I'm so easily able to be, but
Yeah, I know. I like just want to. I don't know. Right now, my like impulse control just feels out of whack. I want to just buy things. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just want to treat myself.
I was worried about you because you got that credit card and you were just like, I'm just gonna buy it with my credit card. I'm like, all right, Cam.
No.
All right.
I haven't purchased anything on my credit card in
Until that,
3 weeks.
yeah.
I've only used my debit card.
Nope.
And like
Oh, go on.
that's okay. Even though like I have like a fairly large limit for my credit card, I'm
Yeah.
not just gonna directly say how much. I haven't even used like. Obviously, if you don't know how a credit card works, you spend money on it and then you pay back that money. You know,
Plus
whatever.
interest.
Yeah, but I haven't with mine in particular. Whatever, it's cool. It's cool. I haven't reached that point where like I don't know. I haven't spent my limit. I haven't even spent half of my limit right now. Like I have
Yeah.
less than half of my limit, and I don't know. There's that part of me that's like, I don't know if I'll be able to pay this back later, so I'll just buy it with my debit card right
Yeah.
now, so I have the money now. But like I said, I've been a little fruitless. I feel like, but what I've been fruitless with is like buying food, just cause. So with this new job that I have, even though it's still not kind of new, I go from school I go at a minimum Tuesday through Saturday, let's say,
Sure.
or Tuesday through Friday. I go right from school to work, and that's like a 30-minute drive, right?
Mhm.
And that's at lunchtime. So I'm like, gotta grab lunch on my way to work. And then I go from work to home, which is like a 40-minute drive. And then I'm like, gotta grab dinner on my way home because I'm not going to have time to really sit down and make something because I got to do homework. Saturdays, it's a little different because I work from 9:30 to 6 or 8, depending on where I work.
Mhm.
So, you know, I have like that time, like, you know, I have time to make something or whatever. But I've just been spending, my money on food, and I hate it. And so I also hate how much I've been eating because I feel like I've been eating too much lately.
Yeah.
I know we're back to food. We're going back to food and
No,
health.
I mean, I get you, dude. Like, I feel the same way.
So I've been like trying to. My roommate pointed this out because I've been making this like same kind of meal that I can just make in bulk and reheat it.
Yeah.
And he pointed it out, and he's like, "Why do you eat the same thing?" I'm like, "Because," which I actually also learned in psychology. If we have more variety offered to us, we want to take it, which means we'll eat more. Versus if I just have this one big pot of pasta, even though pasta is the worst thing for me to make. Pasta, but it's easy. Or chili, because we made chili in bulk. Then I eat less of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't spend as much money.
I've been making this dish. I can't even speak. It's like a Southern African dish. I guess. And it's basically what inspired it was I had a jar of pasta sauce, But the thing about pasta
Pasta.
sauce is typically you have pasta with it, and I hate pasta. I love it. It tastes great, but like the calorie to like portion just doesn't fucking work out in anybody's favor. You're just eating
Yeah.
so many fucking carbs, and I like a lot of pasta, or I like a lot of sauce. Uh, I like a lot of sauce. Sorry, I went fucking stereotypical with there. Sorry, I apologize. I saw this thing where it's like, do you have pasta sauce and an egg? Well, there you go. You can make this dish. And I looked it up, and it's like, it's really good. It's man, I don't know. I could probably spell it out, but I'm scared to pronounce it. Anyway, you saute a bunch of peppers and onions,
Mm.
and then you add a little garlic, and then like cumin and paprika.
Cumin.
Come in my house, and you tell me how to speak, how to pronounce.
I speak of the English.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And anyway, and then you just pour fucking pasta sauce all over it. I used the whole jar because I'm a
What
monster.
sauce do you use?
Whatever's on sale.
Like red or white?
Red.
Okay, let me. There, I was like, that's
Tomato.
what I meant.
Tomato.
Tomato-based sauce.
Yeah, and then what you do is you poach eggs in it. So you like bring it up to a boil, and then you like crack eggs into it and kind of like surround it with the sauce, and then you just fucking let that bitch sit until the eggs are cooked, which is like only 5 minutes, because sauce is already hot, and then you just serve it on bread, toast some bread, put it on it. Yeah, Yeah.
Interesting.
some feta,
Yeah,
which is goat cheese, y'all.
goat cheese, y'all. No, there's like whatever cheese mix you and Jackie eat. I've been mixing.
Jackie, not me.
Okay, Jackie eats. I love that cheese mix. It's so good.
I love that cheese mix. Kamden 2017.
I love that cheese mix. I don't know.
11/5/2017.
11/5. Is that what time it is?
That's the day,
Oh,
motherfucker.
you're right. I hate everything. Daylight savings got me all fucked up.
Dude, I keep looking at my fucking clock. Like this, my clock hasn't, like, I haven't fixed it. I don't know why I'm like, my clock hasn't rolled back. Yeah, it's because I haven't done it. But like I was like, I was getting ready for work, and I was just staring at it. Like, I know you're lying to me, but what if you're not? Like, I just kept having that thought where I was just like,
Yeah.
you motherfucker.
But what if?
But what if?
No, the way I woke up this morning, and I remembered it was daylight savings, is
I literally watched my phone turn over. Like
that's cool.
I had woke up, I looked at my phone, and I watched it go from like 8 to 7. I was like, oh.
I think that's cool personally.
Yeah.
That's like whenever I travel and I change time zones and I update my location, just poop changes the time
Yeah.
zone.
Oh, computers are so cool.
But what?
That's just what you say, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, computers.
Everybody's
are so
saying it. I would love it if everyone was like, oh, like
Oh.
throughout the
cool. Are
whole,
we Canadian?
as everybody looked at their phone, there's like, oh.
Oh, no. But with how I knew this morning, is we keep. Okay, I have to stop saying my dog.
My dag.
We keep my roommate's dog.
Oh no, that's a dark path you're going down. Are you
know.
all right?
No,
You want to talk about it?
no,
No.
My roommate. No, my roommate's dog.
Coco.
Coco.
Just
Yep,
say Coco.
Coco on like a really regular schedule,
Mm-hmm.
just because she's wild, and so if we don't, then she just goes even wilder. She
Question.
fucking the can of wild out.
Does your roommate listen to the podcast?
No.
Just say your dog then. Fuck it.
My dog. That's my dog.
Yeah.
She my dog.
What's the status? Like, are you worried that you're not gonna keep that dog, or
Yeah.
your dog?
Yeah, I don't know. This is like something kind of personal. I'd rather.
Oh,
talk about
okay,
off
just
the
kidding, my bad.
podcast, But
Anyway, let's talk about Goku.
no, I'll say my dog. Whatever. Coco. We'll just say Coco. The dog Coco. So typically I get up in the morning at 6:30
Mm-hmm.
roughly, and I let her out and I give her breakfast and everything. So she starts crying, and I'm like, I look at my phone. I'm like, it's fucking 5:30 in the morning.
Mhm.
Why are you crying? Do you have to go outside? I don't know. But in her little world that she lives in, it's 6 o'clock and it's time to fucking eat. So I did get up this morning. I reset my clock. I did let her out. I did not feed her, though. I let her back in, and I woke up an hour later to feed her. So she realized this is the new feeding time.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. I'm sure now, or I mean, it's 10 o'clock now, but I'm sure at 9, you know, earlier 9 o'clock. She's like, "Oh, it's bedtime, ready for bed." Even it's like, "No, you have another hour before you go to sleep," because we put her to bed at 10.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was how I woke up because she was just crying. I was like, "Oh, please stop! You're disturbing me."
Just like, don't you know?
Don't you know
Farmers
the world
did
changed?
this for you.
I mean, I haven't been sleeping very well lately.
That sucks. Me too.
I don't know. I don't know why it is. I don't know if it's
Dude.
because I've been like on my phone the last couple of nights
Yeah.
before I go to bed, but it's been before that. And
Let me tell
I don't
you.
know.
So Wednesday we had a bunch of floor moves because Wednesday was Christmas first. It was the first day of Christmas for the next. How many days are in November?
30.
30. For the next 55 days, it was going to be Christmas. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
No, I mean my roommate put up Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
And November 1st, I walked into the house and he was playing Christmas music.
It literally
and I was
felt like
what is going on?
it literally felt that picture of October 31st, 11:59 p.m. of Jack Skellington, and then November 1st, 12 o'clock a.m. Yeah, 12 a.m. and him with his fucking Christmas beard on. Oh,
Yep.
hate it.
That's my roommate.
It's a Christmas movie. I will die on that hill. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's why it's called
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
You get that shit out of my Halloween decorations.
I'll agree.
He doesn't even want to be the pumpkin king. He doesn't even wear the fucking crown.
It's basically fuck Halloween.
Yeah.
That's what that whole movie is. Like, fuck
Yep.
Halloween. Christmas is better.
Fuck Halloween.
Even though I disagree. I hate Christmas. I
Yeah.
think I've talked about this many a times.
Oh, what? What do you don't like about it? The part where you go meet your family and they just all misgender you?
Repressed childhood memories. That's it.
Or the part where you open up your presents and you find that Abby got everything you got plus more.
Oh my god. This is so fucking real. Oh my lord.
There's
All of
so
it
much to love
does.
about Christmas. Actually, the thing I was going to
That's why
say
I said
is,
repressed childhood memories.
yeah, the thing that hurts me the most about Christmas, and I love my sibling. I love Jackie so much. It really fucking sucks that their birthday is so close to Christmas because they've lived a hard life. No, they haven't, but I will say they have.
Sure.
And
A hard life of white privilege.
sure, and Jackie gets shafted on presents because people just lump it in with Christmas and their birthday. Sometimes the caliber of present is high. But often no, it's just like, here's your birthday / Christmas present, and that
Sure.
sucks. So I make extra special care that I get Jackie 2 really nice things. One for Christmas, one for their birthday.
Distinct gifts.
Yes. But it fucking sucks because it's expensive. So, like, this holiday
Yeah.
shopping, it's like, I'll buy this $20 thing for Beck. I'll buy this thing for Kamden. Oh, fuck. I got to spend like $120 on Jackie.
I don't know. From my mom, how she always rolled was you each get one really nice, expensive thing
Yeah.
and then a bunch of smaller things.
Yeah.
And that's how it's always been for us. And like,
Except for all the things say, with your name on it, say, for Abby and Kamden.
yep.
And then all the Kamden stuff is like, socks, because you don't share that with your sibling. I'm sorry. It's just so real.
Oh, jeez.
You're going to start crying here in a second.
No, I'm a big boy. I don't cry.
Uh-huh.
I'm like gay.
No, there's no crying in baseball.
Let me just say, crying does not make you gay. I want to just preface that in case somebody out there in this world, whoever will listen to this podcast, it's like,
You know what?
thinks I'm being serious.
Sucking dick doesn't even make you gay.
Mm,
Prove me wrong.
You can be bisexual.
Mm-hmm. You could also be a woman.
You're also right.
Yeah.
You're also correct.
I was like,
Wait, hold on.
that was my Obi-Wan. Stop, Anakin. I have the high ground.
I was like, wait. For some
It's
reason,
over, Kamden.
you said that, and like the only thing I could think of was that fucking Harold and Kumar scene when they're talking about sucking dick in jail.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's not gay if it's a 3-way.
with a honey in the middle and some leeway. It's not gay if it's in a 1, 2, 3 way.
It's not gay if it's just for the stay.
So I got a question then.
Uh-huh.
If, and I'm this, whatever, call me transphobic as a trans person, sure. whatever.
It's illegal.
Say if there is a woman, a cis woman, who is performing fellatio on a trans woman, wouldn't that make her gay? Like, I mean, well, there's still bisexuals, but would that act be considered gay?
Huh. Yeah, it would be queer.
Sure. I mean, I guess it's the same thing of like, if a
That's-
trans man
that's
has
the
sex
thing.
with a cis man, it's still gay.
That's the thing.
It's gay
Like,
sex.
there's so many like levels compounded on top of this that it really makes
And not everybody considers
everything
that the same.
tricky, huh?
I mean, not everyone's going to consider that though.
Yeah.
Like, am I? So say I'm like, say I'm a trans man who's attracted to only men. I'm
Right.
gay, but when I have sex, is it heterosex? I know we had a like a podcast that talked about masturbation, and I'm sorry,
Here's
bringing
the
this back
thing.
to sexy stuff.
I don't-
I'm genuinely don't know. I'm
I don't
curious.
think that they're having sex in the moment. They're shit. Sorry, I
Beat
need
the
some
shit out of
Foley
them.
work for this. They're just like, we're having great hetero sex right now. Isn't this great? And it's just like, I don't think that's what's happening. I think it's just sex. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like-
Everyone's just having sex, regardless of how you have it.
Everybody but them aces.
Ace, you're right. That's like, again, say whatever you want to say to me. I don't care.
I'm gonna say whatever I want to say with you, regardless your
That is-
permission or not.
That is like,
Consensual shaming.
thank you.
Just tell me I'm a bitch. Do it.
This goes back to the why, like, God damn it. This goes back to like why I hate the word pussy so much.
Yeah.
And like, I've
What's wrong with the word boy pussy, dude?
oh my god, I've been with several cis men, or I've chatted with, who, if I were to have sex with them, or I did have sex with them, they wanted me like, oh, my stomach,
Oh.
sorry, my tummy. They were curious as to why I never said like, fuck my pussy, because, yes, if you guys somehow don't know, I've acknowledged this. I have a vagina, but I don't see it like that. And even though I do personally enjoy penetrative like sex,
Sure.
both giving and receiving, I would never, like, nothing makes me drier than saying fuck my pussy.
Yeah.
Or somebody is telling me, whoever's penetrating me,
Oh yeah, do you feel that in your
in your pussy or bussy.
Yeah.
If
do
they
you
say
feel
pussy,
it,
it's
babe?
even worse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like,
So,
this is
obviously
not-
this is
I just say fuck me.
this
Just
is
don't fuck me.
dependent on the person, because I'm
Yeah.
sure they're like, just say whole or don't say anything at all, just shut your
Just-
dumb mouth.
Just be quiet.
Um,
Just listen to like the weird shallow creaks of the bed.
can I? Yeah. Oh, dead silent. All you hear is
That is the. I don't want
And-
that. If I had a partner who was just dead silent like that, I would stop.
I'm fucking a ghost.
What am I, Anna Nicole Smith?
Bustin' makes me feel good.
What? Oh yeah, that's right. You're okay. Ghostbusters.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Of course, I refer to some fucking weird, obscure celebrity fucking news article. Anna Nicole Smith, R.I.P., when she was alive, said that she fucked a ghost.
Yeah, me too, honey.
She's just like, a ghost came in my room and fucked me. I was like, no, but sure.
That's what happened with Jesus. That's how he was born. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
I guess he bottomed.
Oh man, I think we should wrap it on that.
But yeah, this is in some questionable areas, but yeah, sure, I like that. And on that good joke.
Do I just stop? Bye.
Yeah, bye.